you're looking for ways to practice speaking English by yourself, then this video is for you. We are going to have some fun and interactive conversation practice together to help build your confidence and fluency in English. This is how the video will work. I will give you a question or conversation starter, and then you will pause the video and give your response to my question. Next, I will give my own answer to the same question and demonstrate fluent natural English. Next, I will show you some phrases that I used in my response, which you can use to improve your own answer. I will then give you another opportunity to answer the same question, but this time making it better with the phrases that I suggest. One of the biggest challenges people face when speaking another language is not feeling fluent or confident. Well, this video gives you the perfect opportunity to practice in a low-pressure environment. Just imagine you are having a conversation with me and I will help you every step of the way. Are you ready? Let's get started with our first question. What skill would you like to learn this year? Pause the video and give your response to the question. Great! Now listen as I give my own response to the same question. My goal for this year is to learn how to do DIY projects in my house. I've always wanted to improve my ability to fix things so that I don't always have to call a professional when something goes wrong. Now, I'm not talking about serious DIY here, just some simple home projects that I can easily do by myself. I think it would be useful to master DIY because then when I want to make a change or improve or fix something in my house, I don't have to wait for someone to do it for me. I can actually just do it myself. For example, if I want to put up some shelves, I can learn how to use a drill, how to put them up correctly, and get it done all by myself. So this is the skill that I would like to work on this year. Okay, now let's look at some useful phrases that I used in my answer. My goal for this year is to learn how to, and my response was do DIY. So we need to use a simple verb after this phrase. My goal for this year is to learn how to ride a bike. My goal for this year is to learn how to drive or learn how to speak French. So make sure with this one you use the simple form of the verb. I've always wanted to improve So in my answer, I said my ability to fix things around the house. But you could say, I've always wanted to improve my ability to speak English or my ability to create art. You could also say, I've always wanted to improve my speaking skills or my cooking skills. So you can insert here whatever skill you want to learn or improve, or you could say my ability to. And again, we're using the simple form of the verb there. I think it would be useful to master, and then say the skill, because. So I said I think it would be useful to master DIY because, and then I gave my reason. So whatever you want to improve, insert it there and then give your reason. Okay, now that you've got some useful phrases, pause the video again, answer the same question, but this time try to use some of those phrases in your response. Excellent, great work. Let's move on to prompt number 2. Describe your dream house. Pause the video and answer. Great, now it's my turn to answer. My dream house would be in a place surrounded by nature. It could be by the sea or even in the mountains, but I think somewhere in the countryside, a rural location would be great. It would have a garden and a swimming pool because I really like outdoor spaces and gardening, and of course having a swimming pool would be amazing. It wouldn't be a very big house, it would just have enough bedrooms for me and my family and enough space for us to live comfortably together. One of the things I'd love in my dream house is a fireplace. I tend to get quite cold, especially in the winter, so if it was somewhere that gets cold, a fireplace would be an amazing way to make it feel cozy and warm during those winter months. Okay, now let's look at some phrases I used. You'll notice for this response, because we're talking about something hypothetical, your dream house, we're using the word would because it's hypothetical. It doesn't actually exist, unfortunately. So we say, my dream house would be, and then you can use an adjective like very big, or you could say where it is. Like I said, it would be in a natural place, or you could say it would be in a city. It would have a, so again, we're using that hypothetical would, and you can say whatever it is you would like in your dream house. It would have a garden, it would have a swimming pool, it would have a tennis court, you choose. One of the things I'd love in my dream house is, so another thing, again, it's hypothetical, I'd love, which is the contracted form of I would love. What would you love to have in your dream house? Pause the video, have another go at answering, and this time try to use those useful phrases. Remember, you're giving a hypothetical situation, so using the word would to talk about what your house would be like. Excellent work! Now, if you're enjoying this video and finding it useful, it would really help me out if you could hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, as this will help me to understand what type of videos everyone enjoys watching. So if this is the type of video that you like, that you find useful for your English learning, then please do hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and maybe tell me some of your responses to these questions. I'd love to get to know you a little bit more. Now let's continue with prompt number 3. What is your favorite time of year? Pause the video and answer. Now it's my turn to answer the question. I really enjoy the springtime season, and that's because we're coming out of winter, the days are getting warmer, they're also getting longer, and you start to see more flowers come out. It tends to be more sunny at this time of year, so I really like how it feels. During the spring, I love to get outside, walk my dogs, go out into the garden, maybe start some new garden projects, plant some new flowers for the springtime, and just generally get outside a little bit more. The best part of springtime is when you really start to notice those days getting longer, because it means that summer is on the way. Okay, now let's look at some phrases I used. I really enjoy the season because. So this is simple, you just insert the season that you enjoy and then give your reason why. During, the name of the season, I love to. So for example, during spring, I love to go outside. I love to go in the garden. I love to walk my dogs. Notice that I'm using the infinitive. I love to go, I love to walk. You could also use the ing form. I love going outside. I love walking my dogs. Both would be acceptable here. The best part of, and again, the name of the season, is when. So I said the best part of spring is when the days start to get longer. So what is the best part of your favorite season for you? Have another go at giving your response to that question, and this time improve your answer by using the phrases. Moving on to prompt number 4. How do you stay organized? Pause the video and give your answer. Great, now it's my turn. Well, it's not very original or groundbreaking, but I stay organized by using lists. Every morning before I start work, I sit down at my desk and I write a to-do list of everything I want to achieve that day. It really helps me to get everything out of my head, put it on paper, so I don't have to worry about forgetting anything. It's all there and I won't forget. One of my main strategies is to actually write down what I will be doing during each part of the day. So, for example, for a few hours in the morning, what tasks will I be focusing on? At what time do I plan to take breaks? And of course, what time do I have appointments, meetings, or classes that I need to remember? I always make sure to prioritize on my list, so I tend to put them into different sections, the things that must get done on that particular day, and then things that I will do if I have time. Like I said, it's not very groundbreaking, but for me, an old-fashioned pen and paper list is really what helps to keep me organized. All right, now let's look at my phrases that I used here. I stay organized by using, and then insert the name of the tool or method that you use. For example, I stay organized by using lists, by using a calendar, by using an app. What item or tool do you use to stay organized? One of my main strategies is to, here we're using an infinitive form of the verb. One of my main strategies is to write lists, is to keep a diary, is to use a calendar. I always make sure to prioritize. So what is it that you prioritize throughout your day? Have another go at giving your response and use those phrases. Great work. Now moving on to the fifth and final question. Tell me about a person who you admire. If you admire someone, you look up to them, you think that they are perhaps inspiring or they make you feel good for whatever reason. So a person you admire. Pause the video one more time and answer the question. Great, now it's my turn. One person I really admire is my best friend because she is a really strong person, which I find very inspiring. She inspires me because she's had quite a difficult life, many challenges that she's had to overcome, but she's always kept a smile on her face and just kept going no matter what. What I admire most about this person is her ability to always be there for her friends and family, even if she's going through a difficult time herself. I really admire that quality in a person who can recognize that other people are also going through something at the same time. They can put aside their own worries and be there for their friends. I hope that in return, I can be there for her in the same way. Okay, let's look at some phrases I used. One person I really admire is, and you can say their name or their relationship to you, my brother, my sister, my friend, or say their name, because, so why you admire them. This person or their name or he or she inspires me because, again, say what it is about them that inspires you. What I admire most about, again, say their name, is, so another quality that you really admire about this person. Pause the video one more time and use those phrases to give your response again. Excellent work. If you made it this far, I'm really proud of you. You've just taken some really valuable steps to improve your speaking fluency and confidence. Now, if you're looking for specific tips to help you get better at speaking in English every single day, then I have the secret you're looking for in this video right here.